Uzodinma reveals next Imo governor. Can you imagine? So even as he just entered now to continue his second tenure, he's already seeing who is going to replace him in 4 years' time. Are you God? Do you know how your own will end? Now for these people, oh. All right. So let's see exactly who is the anointed, the one that will take after him in Imo State. Governor Uzodinma of Imo State has pledged to enforce the Charter of Equity, an unspoken agreement that mandates power rotation among the state's 3 senatorial districts. Speaking during a visit by members of the Imo State Council of Elders to the government house, Owerri, Governor Uzodinma, a member of the APC, reiterated his commitment to this arrangement. So in the Charter of Equity, an understanding exists that power should rotate from Imo East Zone into North or Kigwe Zone and then Imo West District or Lu Zone. However, this agreement was disrupted when Rochas Okorocha assumed the governorship in 2011, hailing from Olu Zone. So Governor Uzodinma, who hails from Olu Zone as well, has been in office for nearly 4 years. Yeah, for 4 years now, going to started the next 4 years now. He acknowledged the historical significance of the zoning arrangement. He emphasized the need to prevent acrimony, tension, and insecurity in the state. The governor's commitment to upholding the Charter of Equity comes amid discussions about maintaining a rotational system in the state, in the state leadership to ensure fair representation for each senatorial district. When we met at our level, we convinced ourselves that situations like these happened before in other neighboring states, and what actually helped in taming the tide was the understanding that power must rotate from one senatorial district to another. I am also aware that the confidence reposed on me is very huge, and I will work hard to ensure that it is not betrayed. Next governor, by the grace of God, if I'm alive here as the governor, will not come from Olu Zone, Mr. Uzodinma said. Yes, because culture from Olu, Hope from Olu, so I think they've done enough. So we have agreed in the Charter of Equity document that the next governor will go to the Owerri Zone. He stated that. So the governor assured that he will do more work in his second term with the fear of God, stressing that the dream of a new Imo has become a reality. Can you imagine? So what he's talking about here is the rotational agreement of governors in the state across all the 3 or 4 senatorial districts. So, I say that agreement was distorted when Okorocha was there from Olo, and he left. Hope Uzodinma came in as Olo. So the next time Olo person is not going again, so he's saying it's going to come from the Imo Owerri Central. So he's promising that he will uphold that. He will do a better job this time around. He will make sure there's justice and equity, and he will not, betray that gentleman agreement, even though it's undocumented. Now, wow. Somebody's calling him stupid man. You know this, and then went ahead after Rochas. Yes. So why did you go after Rochas if you know what it is, if not for selfish reasons? Somebody say, why are you calling your governor stupid man? You need a reformed spiritualist to reform you. This must be APC person. Reply to Kehinde Diary and say you are also insulting themselves. Senior crook is talking. Kia. Now it's smart, Nigeria was better off with PDP government before APC government of borrowing and failure came on board in 2015 and destroyed the best and fastest growing economy in Africa and third in the world, handed over to APC government. Satan must surely punish APC government for the untold hardship and suffering. Wow. So it's a good idea if you can follow it up. That is not what we want. How can you bring good governance to the people? It's not about rotating and still putting bad people there. How can you bring good governance to the people? That is the question. As somebody, yes, so my brother, I tell you, you are a wicked man after depriving the Owerri zone their right. So the time Hope Uzodinma came, it was supposed to be Owerri zone, but he deprived the Owerri zone and took over. Now he's saying that he will give it back to Owerri zone after distorting it. Now, wow, for these people, politicians, they are not to be trusted at all. Even the promise he's making is fake. Only God knows who is going to support to put there. Because if the Owerri zone produce somebody that he doesn't trust, he will not support the person. He will go and get someone that will cover up his misdeeds when he eventually leaves office. That is how they operate. And somebody say, nice one, the understandable Uzodinma who fought and conquered. He fought and conquered Abi because he won an election that even people did not vote him. And even local government where there were no elections, the results were churned out of those places. Wards and polling units where there were no elections, results were churned out of those places. And he won all the 27 local government of Imo State. How? What miracle? And you are hailing him. Go. And somebody is saying you will decide it, Abi, because you are the electorate. You are not the electorate, so you can't decide it. So wait for the electorate to decide during the election. But does the electorate's vote count? That is the problem. It doesn't count. They will just go like this, what they did in Imo and Kogi, that even before the election started, results were already known. Results were already calculated and brought out. They filled the form in the bush and in everywhere, and they brought it and they calculated and they used it to declare result and declare the winner. I beg you, people vote, not the count. Somebody says Uzodinma step down. You rigged the governorship election through vote buying. Imo people don't want you in the government house. Step down because we didn't vote for you. Well, this one is too late. He won't step down. Uzodinma will not step down. There's nothing anyone can do now. The judiciary, the INEC, the executive, they are all behind him. So the voice of the people is insignificant at this moment. Quite unfortunate. And somebody is saying, Uzodinma, why not your son? Because we know that you are going to put someone you will be able to control as puppet when you leave. Yeah? So look for that person and put there. So that is what is coming from Hope Uzodinma, saying that he will obey the gentleman agreement of rotating the governorship across the 3 or 4 senatorial districts in Imo State. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.